Hello guys and welcome. We have got something different today. We've got a game called Realpolitiks. It has just came out today, well actually yesterday I should say, because I'm playing this at after 12:30 midnight, but it's Realpolitiks and it's based upon 2020 real life modern day scenarios in regards to world leaders, and one way I could describe it is a modern day version of Hearts of Iron, Europa Universalis for Crusader Kings 2. Or if you like those games, there's a very high chance that you may be a fan of this game. I'm trying it out and I've only had a game of the tutorials, and look at this artwork. This artwork is just hilarious. We've got Obama there sitting on a train on his laptop playing Realpolitiks, and if you recognise the name Realpolitiks, it's actually spelt differently to how it should be. There was a reason for that, but I didn't quite need to research that to find out why. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to notice is very similar to Paradox games. You've got your world map, very similar colours and details. Quite good. I mean, yeah, you've got a few things. You can't zoom in as close as the Hearts of Iron or Realpolitiks. Well, not on this map anyway. Maybe on the actual game. The only thing I've done the tutorials. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, you know who that is. Done the tutorials, and I've done all three of these. That's the only bit I've done in the game, just to try to get me used to the game. I haven't done anything else. Apart from that, I haven't played a campaign. I've just learnt about the basics. You can be any nation in the game. I haven't read up on any obstructions to any nation that you cannot be, so I have not chosen a nation yet, and I'm just kind of going from nation to nation. Also, when we click this, it does have a loading screen. It's not, it's not as high end as Paradox games, but it's very similar. So what I was thinking, starting off a nation, I've got a couple of ideas, but before I actually talk about the nations I want to start with, I want to see this. You've got a few different scenarios here. This is 2020, the world is not enough, the dawn of tomorrow 2050, and we've got 2222, the new world order. This could be very interesting. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how to think about these, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we're going to play it. And I've got a few ideas of who I want to be. One of the people I want to actually try it is Brazil. I want to try Brazil, and I want to see what I could do with them. And again, I'm not going to be doing this as a complete series because I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's my first time really diving right into the game. As you see me play is literally the first time I'm playing. The only thing I've played is the tutorial, and that is just learning the basics of the game. So guys, let's start with Brazil, and we are going to start by looking at this. It's a democracy. The economy is really good. The military is good. I think it goes by the stars, less stars it has. Let's just have a look at something. Let's take a nation down here. Let's take Indonesia. Our military economies. The economy is quite low. Military is quite low. What about China? Oh, China would be fantastic to play. There's so many great ideas. So for example, we've got Liberia. One star for military, 1 star for economy. So Brazil, we're going to dive right in. Let's click this and let's start. I love that. That is hilarious. That is brilliant. Right, so okay, I'm just going to check settings. I'm going to turn the sound down just a tad. Also, just want it slightly in the background because it can be very loud, the actual game. So basically, we've got a couple of things up here. These are score achievement points. Okay, so we get these throughout the game. So at the moment, we are currently in 8th position. I don't think that's anything to do with points because we just started. Very similar to format to most Paradox games. We've got the speed buttons here. We've got the play, speed, pause. We've got different maps modes down here. So we've got relations, society, trade, score map, political, and terrain. Here is where we're going to find out all the information about our country. So we've got the internal politics. So do we want to change our political system? We have got our economy. We've got military, and we have got other countries, so we can look at other countries' power. So let's go to political, and we click on USA, for example. We've got their political system, and what else does this tell us about them? Economy, what kind of army they have. Being the USA, they have a huge army, and they have something in this game called block. So at the moment, I don't think it's in a block. I don't know if it's an example here. Is Lithuania in a block? No, they're not. I don't think there is. What about United Kingdom? Well, basically, in for example, the tutorial, we was in a block. If you play the tutorial, you go in a block with Slovakia, so that you are kind of similar-minded. You have similar goals, maybe a similar political system, etc. What else we've got here? We've got our money. We've got action points, which I believe they allow us to undergo projects, and they allow us to undergo actions in the game. So if we want to undergo, for example, a project, which we can come up here, you can see that there are a few projects in which we can increase, for example, military technology, we can increase economy. Very similar to Paradox games. I have said that before. This is what we got watch here. GDP gross. Oh, I've totally forgot. Like 1 minute. I am learning. Where are we? Here we go. Gross domestic production. Okay, so it's very important that it cannot be in the minus. And it will come up here if it was an issue. So these are the things that internal politics that we need to actually focus upon, and one of the things we actually focus upon is the next elections. We've got natural resources, not too much to worry about at the moment. I think it involves that with trade. And we've got HDI, which is human. Again, all these new terms. Basically, I believe what they allowed us to do with HDI was, let's have a look at our projects, and we go internal projects, and it's here, Human Development Index. So basically it helps us with projects, learning, and making our industry more beneficial. So for example, if we want to build mining infrastructure, in fact we can probably do that. It takes up building effects, we get 8 natural resources, production costs. Actually this doesn't take away any HDI at all. So this gives us, for example, our projects. It makes, in regards to how intelligent our people are and how good they are at building projects. Again, I'm learning at the game. I'm going to be very, very, very rusty with this. Okay, but that's the whole point. I'm just trying to build upon it as I go along. Build upon my knowledge as I go on. One other thing here is news events. We got Malaysia joined the bloc, Indonesia. So let's have a look at those. Let's have a look at Malaysia. Where are we? It's here. So we can look at other countries, and we might see Malaysia. See, and they're in the bloc with Indonesia. So they are very like-minded. Let's have a look at their political system. Yeah, so Indonesia, democracy, and Malaysia also democracy as well. So they've got very similar ideas, so they've become in a bloc. I suppose we could do something very similar to some of the countries around us. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first have a look at some of the projects we can get going. At the moment, have we got any issues? Not really. Brazil's very strong. It's in a very strong starting position. We've got a very decent army. The army's done in terms of 3 major parts: infantry, armour and aircraft. We have of course got transports, which is vital if we're going to be crossing any type of ocean to get to another nation. Of course navy, and we've also got the point of talk about nuclear bombs, which I was just about to talk to. Now before we do that, we've got to accept changes for a new political system. Now, election change 2 -1 1. Okay, that's interesting. We've changed our political system. Okay, so we are, my leader, from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. People are storming the streets in celebration of your leadership. Would you like to learn more about the system changes? Okay, let's do that. Okay, system. Central powers focus around a charismatic leader. Okay. War, elections. Okay, just kind of a basic description of them. I'm going to be learning about them as I go along. So we've got to learn about the political system. Okay, so what else can we do? Let's look at... Oh, that's what we was going to do. Sorry, guys. We was going to look at the nuclear management. We can actually research atom bomb, and we can actually buy shells, so we can be within this area here. Now, being that we are within the United Nations, I believe we are, yeah we are, and all of these countries, for example, most of these countries here will have, who are in United Nations, so Russia, United States, is Russia in the United? Yeah, so United States, United Kingdom, Russia, we're all going to have warheads. So I think we're going to start with that. Why don't we start with something very straight off the bat? And now the only problem is with this, if we research this, we have the problem of, actually we've got to do this first. We have the problem of making our people very unhappy. So the effects, we get plus 30 in score ranking. It's going to cost us. We're going to have the action points are going to be affected, and we're going to have 40 requirements for our HDI levels. So let's activate that. And atomic bomb activation taking 485 days. Wow. In the tutorial, by the way, this takes 10 days, roughly something like that. So I was not expecting that. Okay, so I've only been playing the tutorials so far. Right. What we can also do is we can start looking at groups, or blocks. So what we're going to do, we can look at our let's look at our internal politics. It says we're democracy. No, we're not. Oh, we're not a democracy, not at all. Luxembourg joined the bloc of France. That's interesting. So what we're going to do, we are going to look at these around us. So for example, Bolivia, what we're going to do, we are going to diplomacy, and we're going to improve relations with them. And we're going to get, it's going to cost us some money, some gold. It's going to cost us some action points, and it's going to take some time to do that. So it's going to take 30 days to kind of improve relations with Bolivia. So what we can do is, once we improve relations with Bolivia, we can then invite them to be part of our bloc. So we can gain kind of like a friendly area. It'd be good if we can, most of these countries can kind of join us and join our nations, instead of kind of warmongering. If we warmonger, then the other countries are not going to like us very much. We can also think about being part of the stock exchange, but again, it does need us to research new technology. Diplomatic failure. Oh, why? I wonder why. That's interesting. Oh, we can't do it yet. We're going to help the country. Actually, no, they rejected our proposal being friendly, Bolivia. So, forget you, Bolivia. We're going to go to Paraguay instead, and we're going to improve relations with Paraguay. See if they would implement it. Help us implement. And what we're going to do is we are going to spy operations, and we're going to gain a core on neighbouring province. So we're going to go to here. Actually, before we do that, before we do anything stupid, I'm trying to get used to the game, and I'm trying to add 16. Oh, we might improve relations with Paraguay, which is good. So I'm going to have a look at their army. Let's have a look at what they've got. They've got 6 infantry, 2 armour, 1 aircraft, no navy, no transports, and we have got... Fantastic. We have now got improved relations with Paraguay. So that's good. Let's go to our economy, military, sorry. And we've got 35, 20, 25, 10, and 0. Oh, without a doubt, we can take them out. So, spy relations, and we're going to gain core on this province here. Let's choose that province. And implement. And Paraguay, you are going to be our friends. Let's just make sure they are... No, they're not. We are different. But we want... It would be good if we could become a democracy as well. Let's... Diplomacy. Let's help the country as well. Can we add them to a block? Let's invite. Oh, they refused. Okay, fair enough. Let's influence political system. Implement. Let's see what happens. So they would not become a democracy anymore. Authoritarianism. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Gain core and provinces. 260 plus days. Influence political system 132 days, and the atomic power is 286 days. So it's going to be quite a while until we can actually have any type of power within the region. Right, while we're waiting, let's have a look at some statistics. We can look at the different statistics of the game. So we can look at who is... So let's have a look at ourselves, for example. Let's have a look at regards to military army. Let's put army up to the top. Wow. We have the strongest army. We have army of 90 units, or 90 different units, so yeah, we're pretty strong. We're very strong. What about money? Not too far from the top. We've got United States being absolute a powerful economy. We've got Japan, United Kingdom, Italy, Indonesia. That's interesting. Germany, and then Brazil. Indonesia got a very strong economy, which is good. Southeast Asian countries, they have a lot of income. They have a lot of resources. It might be nice to play one of these countries down here. What do you think, guys? Should I carry on with this Brazilian campaign, or should we just try to move on and see what other things, other campaigns we can do? Information, what's this? United Nations resolution passed. United Nations Council has declared to introduce the anti-warmonger resolution. Okay. Are we part of the United Nations? Was we part of it? Yes, we were. So, reduce army limit of... oh, that's our political system. No, I don't want that. Demilitarization by 20%. Now, how do... I do not want to propose that. Let's go for this one instead. No, you can't. Basically, they want to cut our army by 20% because of our political system. That's going to be interesting. But anyway, we'll see what happens when that comes into focus. Tasks, right. There are also little tasks that we can do. Advanced to a high industry profile. So, I believe that might be because of maybe economy? Industrial profile. Okay, here we go. So we've got agriculture, industry. Can we activate this? No, not yet. Is it because can we not activate? Actually, plus 10. Let's do that. Let's try to do these tasks. Let's agriculture. No. I'm hoping what I've done here, I hope that's not a swap, because I'd rather have industry than agriculture, but it's one of the missions anyway, the task. So no, high industry profile. No, can we cancel that? Oops. Right, abort. Let's abort that mission. Let's go to projects again. So industry profile. How do we advance to a high industry profile? Maybe it might be one of these. And I can't see where. Okay, no worries. Let's have a look at our next mission. I'll see if I can find out where that is. If it's probably right. Oh, wait a minute. It's got rankings. I don't want to see that. Spies caught. Operation Influential Political System was a complete disaster. Our spies were caught by Paraguay agents and their reputation suffered. Oh, lovely. Reachable 150 score points. Yeah, we're doing that. National Improvement Project. Our country could use some general improvements. Introduce the Health Research Programs Project. Okay, let's do that. Let's research the project. Our spies. So basically, our spies in Paraguay have been caught, which is not good because when our spies get caught, our reputation with other nations suffer. We can look at relations. Anything that is a different colour from green would have a is not good. So we need everything to be green if we want people to like us. And considering how the United Nations really want us to kind of suffer because they want to they want a certain political systems to have a 20% cut of their military. Okay, right. Let's have a look at projects, and we've got as our task. Here we go. Universal. Was it Health Research Project? Which one was it? Our country introduced a Health Research Project program. See, that's what I wanted for this one, but it doesn't go to the area which we want to. But if we click this, it does. Okay, so we need to activate this. 766. We can't activate that yet because we are required to have 60 HDI. So we're going to require to increase our HDI level. Can we do that? Have we done that? We've got the activated level, so let's find a way to increase our HDI. Internal politics. We've done this. Let's have a look at economy. Nope. International. Nope. Any of these? ADHOC actions. No. See, I'm trying to look for something. World Trade Organization. What do we get? +3. Okay. Maintenance is going to cost 5. It's going to cost 40 of HDI. Now I'm wondering, does this rise up again? So that's 40, but how? The currency was anyway. We can't activate that, I don't think. See, I'm trying to increase our human development index if we can, in order for us to activate this task here. Our country could use a general improvement, introduce the health research program project. And the health research program project, we need this one here. In order for us to do that, we need to activate the health research center. And we are going to need 800 action points and 60 HDI points as well. So we can't do that just yet. obviously most of these will increase our HDI, but then they're going to have a huge effect on other things as well. Anyway, let's see how our research is coming on. Gain a core. We're gaining a core on this province here, and atomic power is good. We can do a research project, so let's, well, there's no point in waiting for something to increase our HDI. Should we increase our GDP, or should we have a look at improve politics? Oh, that might be, yeah, let's do that. Let's improve our politics advancement, so let's just increase that. We've got to do something. We can't just sit around and waste time. 385 days. We need 51 days completed. Now we can speed up time just a tad, just a bit. Okay, and what else have we got here? We've got well, that's a complete disaster, wasn't it? We've just been caught. High warmonger level in Brazil. This is because we've been caught twice. Project implementation. The only thing which has gone good is we've researched the atomic power, which we need to, but we've gained a high warmonger score, which is not good. Both things that we've tried to do haven't turned out very well. And as you can see, the colour of the map's absolutely changed. I mean, Canada absolutely hates us at the moment. So yeah, that's not very good. It's not a very good start, guys. Okay, let's have a look. What else could we do? I'm literally playing this for the first time, guys, so please don't take my example. Military intervention for Russia. United Nations, that's interesting. Where's the military intervention then? Attack on approval. Attack approval, sorry. Foreign aid program. Let's... Okay, we completed the task, which is great. No, we don't want the stop of warheads. That's what makes it quite good at the moment in this game. Introduce a new tax for countries with the fossil fuels energy project. Vaccinations. I wonder if there's anything to increase our HDI level. Income from the stock exchange. No, we don't want to do that because we're not in a stock exchange yet. It's not going to help us. Okay, what task can we do? This is bleeping for some reason. Nationalist moves in Greece. Greek ambitions are reaching the top. Talks about regaining the old lands of the Greek population are the #1 topics on the street. We are living in interesting times indeed. Oh, of course. We managed to catch agents from France that were trying to spy on us. Honestly, France. Really? Okay. Warmonger level's going down now. We've got 30. We're just trying them out anyway. These spying on nations. Let's see if we can improve relations with Bolivia again. And let's see if, being as a smaller nation, the Olympic Games. Ooh, Olympic Games are drawing near. The International Olympic Committee will soon choose the next host country. Start funding project. Internal projects, effects, internal politics advancements. 1, fantastic. Participating in funding 500. Improve relations. Oh, we've improved relations in Bolivia. They've allowed us to do that. Fantastic. Okay. Venezuela at war with Guyana. Oh wow, that's very interesting. I wonder why. What's their political system? Who are they at war with? Democracy. Right, we are going to see if we can start off with a spy operation, and we are going to fabricate a claim. Gain core on neighbouring province. Let's just see what happens. Our warmonger score's quite high. See, we're trying to implement some kind of attack of nations at the moment. And let's see if we can actually... Diplomacy. Just see if we can see if we tell them not to attack. Spread dissent, army morale loss, damage reputation. No, we don't know. Score rankings. We are up to, or down to number 17. I thought we was higher than that at first. But consider the size of our army, you'd think so. Not always on the size of the army though. Foreign aid program. What was we going to do? No, I do not want to implement this. No, I do not want this. No, I do not approve. United States. For. Against. How do I... Wait, let's pause this game. Now, how do we... This is probably staring me right in the face. How do I go against this? Because other nations have done this, look. Oh, well, we are against it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, basically, you go against it without approving it. So because I haven't approved it, I'm actually against it, which makes sense. But it looks like we're not going to get the support because we have more going for it than we do against. Which is a pain. Okay, what we've got? The Olympics. We're preparing for the Olympics. We've got projects to look forward to, so let's do some projects. Let's have a look at our tasks again. Let's see if they changed. Can we not do this yet? Industrial Revolution. Natural improvement projects. Can we do this? Oh, we've got 800 now. We need HDI. So this has actually gone up, our action points. We now need to activate... we need to get more HDI to activate the next task. But I was looking at this one here. So they want us to improve our tanks. It is a bit annoying that I can't see this on that screen. So I have to quickly... Army power, tanks 1. That's the name of the... Oh no, sorry. The bigger the tank, the more the fun. Invest in your armoured divisions and activate the supply vehicles project. Here we go. Right, supply vehicles project is this one here. So let's... We can't do that because we need money. But what we can do is we can take out a loan. So we are going to go to internal politics. Is it here? No, sorry, economy. And we're going to take loan. Let's take a few loans. Monthly balance. Debt 10,000. We're actually in a lot of debt. Debt costs. Right, I'm just taking loads of loans out there. Not the smartest thing to do, but I'm trying to get used to this game. We can pay off our debts as well. So I'm going to activate this, and by the looks of things, most countries do not like us very much. But what we could do after this, I'm going to pay off the loans. So we're going to start paying off these debts. We've got quite a few debts to pay off. We've actually got 11,000 to pay off. Yeah, so it's going to be a long time. But what happens when we have debt costs, it's going to influence quite a few things. Maybe GDP levels as well. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to leave it here for this final part. We haven't really succeeded too much in what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of improve relations with Bolivia and maybe Paraguay, but we did improve relations with Samaria. No, we didn't. We improved. We're trying to fabricate a claim. So we will try to achieve that. Now, if you want me to continue this campaign, I will. If you have got any other ideas of any other nation you would like me to play, do reply in the comments. You can also go onto the gamingteacher.com, and I will potentially put a voting system there so you can have a look at some of the campaigns that we can probably do or implement in the future. Something very interesting, guys. You can actually play as the Islamic State. Now, that is quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, so just bear that in mind. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining me. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I will read your comments, and I will look at the voting system that you've the votes that you've put in place. And until next time, guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.